Yes.
Anyway,
I guess in terms of like parenting advice, the only thing that I could really imagine would be a good piece of advice is because I feel like this is the case a lot for people, is don't go fully the opposite of what your parents did if you didn't like what your parents did. I feel like a lot of times people will try to go fully the opposite of what their parents did if they viewed that in a negative way, and then it ends up having eventually some sort of like unperceived consequence in terms of like their perception of raising a child. Do you know what I'm talking about, Schlatt? You seem really confused based on your face.
No.
Let's say a parent was really, really strict. Then the child of that parent, when they have kids, are incredibly lax.
Yeah, bad idea.
Exactly.
Bad idea.
So we agree. So we agree.
I guess. I don't know. I wasn't listening to a word you were saying. But I'll say this. Don't give a kid an iPad. Don't give a kid an iPhone until they're in high school. I'm sorry, my kid is not going to have a fucking touchscreen device in elementary school. Fuck that. Absolutely fucking not.
What age do you think they're gonna get a phone if you have a kid? What age?
Well, I'd love to be able to say they won't have a smartphone until 9th grade like me, but at the same time, that's very unrealistic, and they'll be left out of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So like middle school is the time probably. Yeah. I mean, I had an iPod. I
I didn't have a phone until I was like 12 or 13, and it was a flip phone. But I don't know if I had an iPhone until maybe, I don't know,
10th grade probably.
Yeah,
about when everybody started getting in on it.
Yeah, no, I think I got an iPhone, like, I think most of my high school experience I spent with an iPhone, but there was a period of time where I was double fisting the iPod Touch and the flip phone combo.
iPod Touch, Samsung Intensity, you know.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just so different now, and I feel like I do feel really grateful, at least for our generation, that I feel like Gen Z, at least the older part of Gen Z, which we all encapsulate, kind of grew up in a generation where it was like we started our lives where it's like we remember watching shit on VHS, and then we kind of grew up with the beginning of the internet, like, you know, at least for Tucker and I, YouTube came out when we were 8.
I wasn't allowed to watch it when it first came out.
I wasn't either.
My mom said you're not allowed to go on YouTube. I don't know what she thought was on there.
I
just wanted
genuinely
to watch
feel this.
Star Wars.
The difference between the oldest and youngest of Gen Z is so wide. Like, there's so much difference. I don't even think they should be considered the same generation.
Tucker, can you actually figure out what the age range of Gen Z, like the years?
Well, here, I'll tell you this. I'm a 98 baby, so are you, Ted. And I get recommended r/Gen Z all the time on Reddit. I get recommended. And there's people with their flare. It says 2009.
That's fucked up. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm like, dude, that's the year Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Tucker, could you real quick just look up what the actual year spread is?
97 to 2012.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That is just not true.
Dude, they don't remember a time before the PS4.
That's not true.
I posted my first YouTube video actually trying to be a YouTuber in 2011. Dude, that's crazy.
2006 should be the cutoff, and that's even being generous.
Yeah.
Well, what defines it? I guess that's the real question is what defines a generation? Like, I guess I would have initially thought that it would have been like a spread of 18 years, because then that's like, I don't know, up to adulthood of a generation. But like, I kind of always get confused on the whole how we identify what a generation is.
Dude, too much has gone on. Too much has happened. We've evolved too quickly as humans to be able to call 1997 to 2012 a generation. That's
These kids are born the same way the Wii U came out.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No.
If you were born in an HD Nintendo generation,
we are not okay. If you are part of the later half of Gen Z, we're not the same. We are not the same, brother. Let me tell you something. This is the strongest opinion I hold about if I have a kid, how I will raise it.
Yeah, raise kid.
Most of the most important memories I film of my child, I will do on a medium that is not .mp4, like able to look up on Google Photos and shit. Oh, let me look up the day I was born. You just type in fucking pussy, baby crowning pussy on Google Photos, and then all of a sudden there you are in 4K.
You think that would have brought it up?
In 4K, coming out of your mom's pussy. Fuck that, dude. Here's what I have. Here's what I have, and here's what I plan on filming most of my child's memories on. It's on a Sony Handycam with high 8 film on it. And you know what? Sometimes, Ted, I know you're digging for something, so you probably have a similar vision as me. Sometimes it's hard to see with the Handycam, so you gotta put on one of these little wide-angle lenses, you know, and then you get the whole experience. But let me tell you, man.
I have one just like that. I'm trying to find it.
Oh, bummer. I got 2, man. I got 2. You know what? You know what I did, man? I started with one that had a viewfinder that you could pop out, and it's a screen. And then I was like, no. This takes you out of the moment. So this one doesn't even have, you have to look through this. And that's just like too much. So like whenever I'm filming with this, I'm just kind of like completely immersed in the moment. And I'm able to just point because it's got the wide angle, so I know I'm getting it anyways. And that has been the most fulfilling way to capture memories for me. There's nothing quite like, and let me tell you, I have already started a collection of high 8 tapes.
That.
Yeah. There you go, dude. There you fucking go.
This is the Video 8 Handycam as well. This is actually...
I've got a collection already. 5. That's 5 hours. Depending on whether you shoot high 8 or digital 8, this is 5 to 10 hours of memories already on a format that is so old and so nostalgic and so meaningful and real, as opposed to just iPhone footage where you take 100 photos and forget about them all the next day. You know,
I filmed my very first videos on this when I don't even know if this like. I think I would use this more. I think one of the issues that I have is that these batteries I think are fucked.
They probably are. You can buy new ones. They still make them.
They do? I was really.
Yeah,
Can
they
you send me
still
a link to those? Like, would they
Just
work with the
look up-
Video 8 Handycam?
Look what the battery says and just look it up on Amazon. I guarantee you.
You guys have spoken about this a lot in the podcast.
This is like I said at the beginning. This is the strongest opinion I have about raising a child.
This is the camera that all of my family's home videos were filmed on. This is the camera that my parents filmed me as a baby on.
Yes.
And that's yours is the same one as well?
No, it's I was telling Tucker I got a new, not a new one, but I got a different one that didn't have the flip out screen, so that you couldn't even see what you were capturing and you just had to be in the moment. But the same. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same principle of just, there's something so much more meaningful about those memories because it costs like actual money to record them. Film is expensive these days, and you have to be very purposeful with what you shoot.
Yeah.
And that means the things that go on that tape mean way more than just, I have an iPhone with unlimited storage and I got the fucking iCloud plan that I pay $10 a month for, which means unlimited video. Like there's just something so much cooler. And I mean, the last thing I would want is to be able to look up any moment of my life on Google Photos and be able to scroll back that far and see something, because it wouldn't mean anything. It literally wouldn't mean anything.
So what age do we actually think that we should get? Like this is the main crux of the issue. What age do we think is appropriate to give a child a phone? I don't think that they should be looking at Cocomelon. I don't think they should be looking at the baby sensory videos.
No, definitely not.
What they should be watching, they should be watching Bluey. You seen Bluey?
No, what? No, I don't know what Bluey is.
It's like this. It's an Australian children's TV show that's like incredibly well written. Like it's like.
Why do you know what? Why do you know what this is? B-L-U-E-Y. Do you watch children's shows?
No, I've seen clips of it. I've seen clips of it.
I've
Come
seen
up on
this
my
guy.
TikTok.
I'll tell you what's a good one. It's this. It's Irish.
Puff and Rock. Let me tell you what another good one is. Camp Laszlo.
No, dude. Oh.
That's a
Attention
Cartoon Network show.
campers,
That's
it's
not a
time
kid
for
show.
Camp
That's a
Laszlo.
Camp Laszlo. They're a fucking hit. They're doing salacious shit to each other in Camp Laszlo. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I know.
I can't. I gotta say, I can't remember a single word from Camp Laszlo though. But I do know that he's a monkey, despite not looking anything like.
Yeah, and the elephant is Raj.
I remember the elephant more than I remember the.
You know what? I do too.
Oh, was it made by the same people that made Ren and Stimpy? This is the same animation studio?
Sure looks similar, or at least inspired by it. Dude, yeah, I don't know. I think middle school is like the time when the kid should have access to apps, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
Apps. Maybe not like a full-blown iPhone, I don't know, but elementary school, at least, like, that seems crazy to me.
I guess I just don't even really know when kids are getting it, because it's not like, it's one of those things where it's tough, because it's like, it's not like the parents really can control that. Because it's either you choose, you're really strict about it, and you choose when you release that information to them. But it's like more like the general populace of parents are the ones that are deciding this, because
the lowest common denominator, however lazy they are.
If every other kid has a fucking iPhone, then it's like now your kid is the one who's left out, and he can't organize with his friends to go to hangouts. He can't, you know, and you don't want to isolate your kid like that. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things where at the end of the day, to answer the question, the original question is just like, be as flexible as you can, because I think we live in an age where things are going to just keep changing really quickly. I mean, even in the last couple of years, things are getting really weird with at least school and AI. Like, I think in high school and elementary school, that whole AI thing is not something that we ever needed to even consider or deal with. And like,
I've been running into that myself. I don't even think about using it. I'm just like, and then I'll talk to people in my class who are like 20, 26. And they're like, oh, I just use AI. And I'm always like, oh, I didn't even think about using that. Like, it's not even like, I'm not thinking about it as an option, but they're like, oh yeah, that's my primary go-to if I need to write like a line of code. I just ask the AI what the line of code is.
Yeah, that's actually, in high school I befriended a bunch of computer scientists, and they post often the problems that they're solving in their conversations with ChatGPT and all that, and it is honestly surprising how good the application of using AI to write code is. Like, and I look at these, I scroll through some of the logs that they have, and I'm like, fuck, it's getting, like, that is the way to do it, 100%. But at the same time, there's shit going on with that makes me feel like the world is getting
dumber,
much worse. Worse in most ways.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's my Doomer thoughts.
Doomer.
Next one.
Let's do another one, because I'm getting depressed.
One more shot from you, Ted. One more. This is going to be a 2-hour-long podcast.
Here, we've got dream job versus dream relationship. We've got going to college after sheltered childhood, grad school, boyfriend joining the military.
Tucker. I want something funny, dude.
Bro, you think I remember which ones are which? Here's Rachel.
Hey Ted, Schlatt, and Tucker. I have an urgent life crisis. My boyfriend is joining the military, leaving me because he hates me.
True.
To go join the infantry. So,
Badass.
I mean, that's an issue in itself.
Now I know why Tucker chose this.
We'll move past that. But I'm kind of wondering how. Okay, context. There's not a base where I live, so he'll be about best case scenario 2 hours away, and worst case scenario provinces away. How do I get through this?
Provinces? provinces? Your boyfriend's
Canadian,
joining
the
like not even
Canadian
best military?
Dude, if your boyfriend's gonna join the military, you might as well join the United States military, because there we actually project
That's
some
gotta be
power,
bullshit.
okay?
That's
You
gotta be bullshit. I'm
understand?
joining the Canadian military.
I think
Okay.
let me tell you something, Rachel, that you need to understand, okay? Do you understand how many aircraft carriers the United States has? We have 11. Do you know what the largest amount that any other country would have? Sorry,
3.
you want to answer that?
3.
Not even
2.
2. 2. No other country even has 3 aircraft carriers. We have fucking 11 of them.
That's enough. That's more than enough, I'd say. Yeah, you know, we're our tax. That's why we don't have free health care.
Yeah.
When I went to see Tommy Innett's show, I got a little bit tipsy, and I was talking about that at a group dinner for about 30 minutes, about how crazy it is, and then I found out very soon after that one of the security guards that works for Tommy Innett on his tour was a guy that was in Fallujah. That was in Fallujah, and then we started talking about the F-22 Raptor, okay? So
Badass.
let's, I was talking about how it spins midair. The dude was like, dude,
Best
same.
fucking jet ever made.
That's
No one will
awesome.
top it.
That's some Battlefield 4 shit.
I don't know why your boyfriend, Rachel, is deciding to join the fucking Canadian Mounties, or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know why he's deciding to don red, and I also don't understand why we're assuming that he's Canadian. But what I will say is that it sounds like you're of high school age, and it's not going to work out.
Yeah,
It's just not. It's just not. It's just not going to work out. I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That guy said, I got Rachel in one hand and I got ripping on a machine gun in the other.
He's going to be slutting it up in the E Club, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
That's crazy to say that. I don't know any. I don't know what else to say. But that's a.
Am
crazy
I
thing to
wrong
say.
though? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
Very, very rarely does the long distance work post primary school.
But look, Tucker did long distance while in the military.
Yeah. Okay. Tucker did that
3 years.
but it wasn't someone he was in high school with.
Okay, but it was still a relationship while he was in the military and while it was long distance. So there's hope. There's hope.
Okay, sure, there's hope, but I think that
But
there's
most
different,
likely he's a scumbag.
perhaps. I think that there is a factor change when it is someone that you like when from your hometown and you're leaving out into the world, because there's a moment where you're going out into the universe for the first time and you're I just think that Tucker's life made outside of his bubble, you know? That was his exposure outside of the bubble, you know?
Let me say something. You and your boyfriend have fun here because we do not. Us three on this
We're just
podcast,
locked in on this,
okay?
on them being Canadian.
I'm telling you this. Look, I mean, there's not even a reason I see in my mind to join the Canadian.
Fucking PB! Fucking PB! Let's fucking go!
All there is to say. That really is all there is to say.
822.
He's not
1822.
Canada's
With a
fucking
fucking.
boring.
Oh my fucking PB! Let's fucking go! Let's
Last
fucking
time
go!
we had to do anything was like
Finally, man! It's been a fucking year! Oh my god, dude! Oh my god!
Remember that?
No way,
They were
man!
there. They were there.
Right, here's
Why?
Marie. Oh. To kill Nazis, bitch.
Let me show fucking packs. Let me show packs.
Nazis.
Hello, Ted.
Holy
That
shit,
is
man.
Tucker.
Holy
I'm Marie,
fuck.
and I was wondering if you had any advice for kids going to college next year, specifically heavily sheltered kids such as myself.
I don't know how to do the
Little
fucking
background
PowerShell
on me,
thing,
I grew
so I'll
up with
just like
very
show
hardcore
packs.
Catholic parents. Went to Catholic
the only
school
fucking
from kindergarten
Japanese.
through 12th
Oh my
grade, and I was
god.
super
Fucking
into what I
BB!
could do
Let's
outside of
fucking
school,
go,
which is a
dude!
little bit low to
Let's
my
fucking
goal,
go,
but
man!
that's
It's
what it
okay,
is.
it's not
And I'll be
fucking
thrown
sub
into a diverse
17
and
like
polluted,
whatever, bro.
incredibly
But it's a
polluted
fucking
California
BB,
next
bitch!
year. So
Fuck
any advice would
yeah.
be fantastic.
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Oh my
have
god,
sex and
man.
do LSD.
No, don't
Oh,
do
here's
that.
the fucking
What?
seed too.
Don't do that. Don't do LSD. That's not
Have
it.
sex
There's
and
the
do
fucking
LSD.
seed,
Do
man.
it.
There's the
Quarter
seed.
tab. Do
No.
quarter
You
tab.
get pregnant from that. You can get pregnant from that.
From doing LSD?
Yeah.
No, from having sex, from having